Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It's time to Star Trek and chill. It's your favorite time of the week. It's our favorite time of the week. It's Katie's favorite time of the week because it's finally snowing. We were frolicking and talking about weather this whole time. You guys missed out on quite the weather conversation. There's a lot of
puking
news to
snow
talk
and
about.
everything.
Nobody knows that saying.
No.
It's just weird.
Has anyone else heard puking snow? I feel like now I'm gonna go insane.
The
Now.
things you know because of your career, Katie.
Exactly.
Right.
The horrors.
There's a saying in French. Actually, that is fun. Let us know, everybody, if you know any sayings that have some funny weather sayings. In French, they say "Il pleut comme vache qui pisse," which means it's raining like cows piss.
Oh.
Well,
Whoa.
That's accurate.
because they're like, blah.
Yeah.
But that's
Hey,
actually
go
a
for it.
fun saying.
How do I say that? I might fix it. I might get it into a forecast. FCC doesn't
Give it a
count for other
try.
languages, right?
Il pleut
Il pleut
comme vache
comme vache
qui pisse.
qui pisse.
Perfect.
Good. Nice pronunciation.
I've been watching a lot of Discovery, so I've been practicing my Klingon, and French and Klingon, they go
Nice.
together.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. So here's
When
all
you
the news that we've got to cover. Sorry, Melissa, what have you got to add about pissing cows?
No,
This is important.
It's just when you said come vash, it made me think of Risa and Picard.
Nice.
It's a good one.
Come
Yeah.
Vash.
don't know if that
For the
was
longest time, I
helpful.
thought her name was Vash, but it's
Yeah.
Vash. It's just that Picard calls her Vash. This
He says
whole
Vash.
he changes everything. Like I used to think that the Packleds were Pockleds because you say, "Oh, the Pockleds are going over here," and you're like, "Is it Packleds or Pockleds?"
He changed
Anyway.
how the entire North American continent says futile.
Yeah.
And Data.
This is true.
So here's
Yes,
the
it
news,
did.
everybody. Star Trek has a new movie coming out. Stop us if you've heard this one before. But
Everyone take a shot.
it's kind of
Okay, I'm ready.
it's kind of the
There
same
you go.
but different. It seems like it's not like Star Trek J.J. Abrams 4. It's like another Star Trek. And there's right now people are saying, "Oh yeah, the Section 31." No,
No.
Not
it
bad.
seems like it's a different thing, but it's attached to a director that you may know of. It's actually really exciting, really interesting, and we got to sift through this. Hopefully somebody knows something about this because it's confusing. Also, Discovery has announced their premiere. This is going to be amazing. Their season 5 premiere, and it's earlier than you might think.
Yeah.
So check that out. Also, we're just going to talk about what's coming up in the next couple months. So many Star Trek events happening in the next couple months. So everybody buckle up your safety belts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. That's kind of the main stuff, right? Let's get into this.
Yeah.
Look, everybody, Melissa Longo's here.
Hello there.
Yeah.
I love the shirt. I love the
Yes,
shirt.
Be Kind, the Kenneth Mitchell version, and you can get that at bekind.org, I think.
BeKindMerch.org. Yep.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Chase Masterson's website and the Kenneth Mitchell variety. Charlene Schmidt's also here, thank goodness.
Yeah, I took last week off. What did I miss?
So much.
Boy,
No.
does anybody remember?
I always miss the good ones, except for the Hagemans, because I insisted on being here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to miss them.
Oh, we
And Ryan
did.
said, okay, fine.
We did questions that we want answered.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
in 2024. That was a lot of fun.
That
Yeah.
was
That was
so
cool.
much fun.
Mhm.
Almost
to
as
listen
much
in
fun
on.
as today's going to be, I bet.
Yeah,
Katie's
maybe.
here.
Woo! I also like to point out Joshua Patton says he's also heard of puking snow. So,
Okay.
woo!
Ah,
I'm not
all
as
right.
crazy as you
Where
think.
does he live?
I know.
Pittsburgh.
I wonder if it's
Hey.
a area because
Be an East
Katie's
Coast
in
thing.
Maybe.
Michigan
Hmm.
and Pittsburgh isn't that far from
It's kind of
Michigan.
It's a
lakey.
one-day
It's kind of
drive.
Great Lakey.
Kind
Yeah.
of like
Yeah. Not out of the realm
Yeah.
of possibility.
an area thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
it's
seems like
a
it's close enough.
Maybe it's a football playoff team kind of thing. You got the Lions. Pittsburgh won their last 3 games to get into the playoffs. Maybe there's something there.
Oh my gosh. Side note,
Your
the playoffs are gonna
logic
be
is
brutal.
fascinating.
No.
If any
Jenny
of you
R.
want to bet the under
Johnson.
on a football game this weekend, the Kansas City Chiefs, way too cold. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but
Not at all.
get your bets in.
I already put my predictions in for this week.
Hmm.
I've been doing bad.
So that's everybody. That's Jenny R. Johnson wearing
Oh,
her cool
hi.
USS
Hello.
Titan shirt.
Woo. Hello,
By the
Will.
way, if you want Char's awesome Prune Juice and
Yes.
Chill, a Warriors shirt, get that at the Star Trek and Chill online store. Just click the link in the description box below me and below everybody because it's there. I'm wearing a disco
Whoa.
shirt to celebrate Discovery. My name is Ryan T. Husk. Katie, can you finish your thought about Kansas City? Isn't it going to be like -1 degrees for the football game?
The National Weather Service is
Ooh.
issuing alerts for the football game. Wind
Fair?
chill, I think they said was like 20 to 40 below.
Oh.
So
Oh my
no.
yeah, they said to
gosh.
cover all exposed skin. And Tua said he was going to play without gloves on. To which I'm like, you played in Bama and Miami. You're going to wear gloves, dude.
What a fool if he doesn't.
Katie's like,
Exactly.
show me some glove, right?
Get it on.
Nice.
Show me your gloves.
Mhm.
Oh my, that sounds horrific. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
no,
It's
I
gonna be a
just
run-heavy
stay
game.
home, watch TV.
I think they had some of the cheapest tickets too. I wonder why.
Crazy.
Now this
Let's
is
say
going
hi
to be in
everybody
Kansas City.
Yeah.
In
Is that
Kansas
right?
City.
In
I wonder if
Kansas,
Taylor
yeah.
Swift is going to be there.
Oh.
My first thought was
There's that whole
probably not
thing,
this
you
time.
know.
Well, doesn't she go inside
in
like
it,
the
yeah.
box
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it's
Well,
like
that's true. She'll be fine.
Exactly.
she'll be flown in by helicopter and there'll be like a
Right.
heated
Mm.
tube to drop her in. She
It's
won't
like
even touch the air
foundation.
outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of like those little tunnels you have to go through at the airport, to get into your plane, except it's heated because
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
can.
Denver Airport, flying back from
Yes.
the cruise 2 years ago on layover. It was February or the very beginning of March, and there was layover in Denver, and it was nighttime, and there was like a blizzard or something ridiculous going on, and you had to go to like a wing, a certain part of the Denver airport and sit there and wait for the next plane for an hour. And they had their doors open to the outside. They had
Oh.
their doors open, like big open doors to the outside. It was like 0 degrees out there.
They
And
do
I
things
had just
different
come
in
back from a
Denver.
Caribbean cruise. So of course I didn't have a jacket.
Amazing.
I'm just
Oh,
sitting here. All I
no.
had was a little tiny, long sleeve thing. And the Denveronians or whatever they are.
Oh my
Deveronian
gosh.
is a-
Denverites.
Oh
Denver-
my gosh. Can I just tell
Deveronian
ya?
is a Star Wars alien with the horns. But so
Denverites.
they were all bundled up. It's
Mhm.
like they knew. They're like, oh yeah, you guys don't have your doors open in the winter. I was upset. I was sad.
I'm surprised
Aw.
because during Christmas, I was the only one wearing a winter coat, and it's snowing outside.
Mm.
And I'm the only one wearing a winter coat outside. Just like,
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
dudes.
You have some of those diehards in the colder climates that will just wear
Yeah.
shorts year round,
That's
do
true.
not
That is true.
care.
Oh,
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
Andorians.
I know a shorts guy. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
Andorians.
Shorts in the snow.
Mhm.
What are you
All right.
doing?
Everybody in the live chat, tell us where Deveronians come from. I mentioned they're in Star Wars, but where have you first seen Deveronians? I think they've shown up a couple times since then, but where did they first show up? Or one specifically? Hello, Portia. What's up, Chris Marshall, Dave Gregory, Fran Iverson, Lane Page, Bob D. What's up, Lucia out in Brazil? Katie, hello. And Katie. Chuck A, Faith Howell, what's up? We see all of you. Thanks for hanging out with us, Linda Anderegg. All right. And that's not going to be the last time we mention Star Wars.
Nope.
What?
It's not
What show are we talking about today?
Star Trek, but it ties into Star Wars and
Yeah.
other.
See, anytime I hear
shows.
Star Wars and Star Trek like commingling, I just think of the one album Bitrexual, by Voltaire, I think it is.
Well, that's
If
funny.
you guys know this,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
into that album hardcore in high school. And it's glorious. There's some great combos about being expendable as a stormtrooper in a red shirt, and like, check it out. Bob Picardo does, and Tim Russ. They do voicing in some of the songs.
Oh, cool.
I know
Yeah.
nothing about this.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Where was I?
Where were we,
What?
Jenny? How did we miss this?
Oh yeah, just type in Bitrexual. It's great.
By like
Okay.
BI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great. It's
All
perfect
right.
when you're
All right.
on the lawn.
Yeah. By Voltaire. Yeah.
Oh,
I saw him
Voltaire.
perform that live one time.
that is
No
impressive.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Voltaire is a
I'm so
legend.
jealous.
Mm-hmm. He's
Yeah.
a Frenchie.
Yes.
Joshua M. Patton, again, who knows everything apparently, the Pittsburgher. Oh my God, are you guys called Pittsburghers? That would be so fun.
Ooh, I love that.
That would
They
be
are
so
now.
cool.
Sweet.
That would be amazing. He
Amazing.
says that the Deveronian is in a place where they don't serve droids. He knows it was in
Nice.
the first one, right? At the
Mos Eisley
cantina.
Cantina, yeah.
Basically, the guy that looks like a devil. Like they're
Mhm.
not very creative with their names sometimes.
Oh,
Devil,
Dever- yeah.
Deveronian, kind of like
Yeah.
that guy Neum Num who has like the crazy lips. He was named like that because they had a bunch of alien sketches when they were creating, Star Wars aliens, and this was sketch number 9. So number
Nice.
9 became Neum Num. That's it. That's
wow.
Neum Num.
Wow.
Or like Mon Calamari. Come on.
hey.
And it's a squid guy.
Yeah. That makes
Come
sense.
on, guys.
Nom calamari. That
Yeah.
seemed kind of an offensive name to squid.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's like
And,
if
like,
Gene Roddenberry was like,
nomming.
we have the Andorians, but he's like, no, they're called blue Facians or whatever.
Yeah.
They're just
Just being thankful that Kelpians aren't just pieces of kelp. That'd
Yeah.
be a sad,
Yeah.
sad turn of
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. Oh, and Melissa, thanks for reminding us. What are you drinking today?
Um, I'm actually trying to finish off the pack of root beer that I bought last week.
Nice.
What?
So here's another one. Yeah, no, I don't drink it so much because there's a lot of sugar in it, but it's delicious. So
Oh,
I'll save it for.
It is.
it's a pack then. That's not just the same one. Got it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
He's been
No, it
milking
was a-
that thing for 6 days.
like one sip a day.
Very flat now.
It was a 4-pack, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Nice.
And I actually
2
have
sips a day.
one more can left.
That's next week.
Perfect.
Taken care of.
So next week.
You should drink it on Monday during the 7th Rule's 5th anniversary. 5 years of the 7th Rule, which was January 15th, 2019. What are you drinking today, Shar, by the way?
I got a couple things. I've got the ginger ale
Nice.
I have left over from discussing B5 right before coming here. And then because it is Star Trek and chill, I thought, hey, let's live it up a little bit and pour some vodka. And we got a shot of vodka, a little bit of cran pomegranate juice, topped off with squirt.
Yeah,
Wow.
squirt.
Squirt, man,
I
it's so
don't drink-
good.
I thought that
It's
you
hard to
like looked
find.
it up. You're like, I got myself some vodka, and I thought that was all vodka. I'm like, I don't drink alcohol, but I know that's not right.
Oh no,
That's
that would
too much vodka. Yeah.
that would hurt so much. I've done
Star
that
Trek and
before.
really chill.
That wouldn't be chill. That would be passed out.
Nice. Squirt is tough to find, but that's a great one to find.
What
You know what
is
else is
squirt?
tough to find? What Lucia is drinking. She says drinking Guaraná today.
Oh,
Guaraná is
Ooh.
so good. Is
So
that Brazilian
good.
thing.
yeah.
And I can't find it.
Yeah.
That like I used
Hmm.
to drink it. I was living with a Brazilian lady back in the day in Venice, and she always had it, and it was so good. And all our Brazilian friends would come over, and we'd get high off Guaraná, sugar and caffeine. But now I can't find it. I'm like, what do you have to be
Aw.
Brazilian to know where it is? It's
They don't have it at Vallarta Market.
Maybe, I don't know. But even on Amazon, I found it on Amazon, and I go to deliver, and it goes, "We're sorry, we don't deliver that to your area."
Ah,
What does that even mean?
ah,
How's
it's
that?
so delicious.
Katie, what are you drinking today? Is it melted snow?
Oh gosh, no! You'd end up with snow fleas. Like it's not worth it. Yeah, those
Snow
are real.
fleas?
Snow fleas, yeah, they're real. They're actually they're very close to the tardigrade because they don't freeze and they're very tough and like their blood is a natural antifreeze. It's really neat. They're everywhere too.
Wow.
Yeah, if you ever
We're
see those
learning
little
all
black
sorts of
flecks in the
stuff.
snow, I have a
What?
wealth of knowledge.
Damn.
It's
Weird.
great.
Black,
I have
What you're
those
straight
black
up.
fat flecks
chocolate.
in the snow are snow fleas.
Oh yeah, if you look at videos, you'll see them jumping
Whoa.
around, and typically they're more common in the spring when the snow starts to melt. But they're really cool.
Do you know how much snow I've eaten
Wow.
in my life?
Oh, you probably had a
Wow.
few fleas.
You've eaten so many of those things.
It's good for your
my God.
microbiome.
So, like, yeah, is
Good
this
point.
good for you or not?
Keeps you warm.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry to ruin snow cones
No,
made
this
the
is
natural
So,
way.
yeah,
fascinating.
okay.
I
So
love
it's not
it.
just the yellow snow.
No.
Yeah.
it's
Oh
good
no.
like that.
Yeah.
There's yellow snow. There's the sprinkles on the yellow snow cone. It's great.
Katie, you held up a mug for a second there. What is that?
It's my little Santa mug. It's so
Oh,
beautiful.
Did you tell us what
So-
was in it yet? Did I drift off?
Hot chocolate.
Oh, okay. I was like, maybe I missed it.
I got hot chocolate and some water to supplement.
Nice. Hot chocolate
As
kind of
always.
day.
hmm
Oh, you
I
have
had
no
yellow
idea.
snow before. It was bitter.
yeah.
What are you drinking today, Jenny?
Not yellow snow. Not yellow
The
snow.
day
Good
is
for
still
you.
young. You can go out and find some.
Once again,
Wow.
I'm drinking this lovely, oh, I can finally show you what it looks like. It's so nice. This lovely non-alcoholic mulled winter cider made in Nova Scotia. And it's got the prettiest
Cider.
can. I love the can. The snowflakes.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, right? Little
I
tree.
love the
Ooh.
designs from the local breweries in
Right?
Nova Scotia. They are
They-
all so good.
They are, aren't they?
Mhm.
I
You
love
got a
that.
good
That's
thing
awesome.
going over there.
Agreed.
And I love how you almost sang the description. That was pretty great.
I'm very enthusiastic about that.
Nova Scotia.
I love this. Nova Scotia, Nova Scotia. Sorry.
The pride.
That was so very Canadian of you. Sorry.
I know.
Jenny, do you know what squirt is?
No, what squirt?
I thought so because you
Oh.
kind of went like this. And one Trek fan in the live chat said, "What on earth is squirt?"
Oh
Thank
my
you.
And-
gosh.
And then I was like, it must be Canadians don't know
Yep.
what squirt is. Maybe it's just an American thing.
It's just
Well,
Wow.
squirt is Shar.
It's
feel like if
not
I
as
say it,
dirty as
nobody's
it
gonna take it.
sounds.
Yeah, it's
number
No.
Shar
one.
has to say
yeah,
it.
my brain is in the gutter today.
So squirt, it's just a kind of grapefruit carbonated beverage. That's all it
Oh.
is.
weird. I mean, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, I
Squirt.
forget
Good.
who makes it.
knows
Like the last time I looked at a label, it said Cadbury Beverages, but I don't
Oh.
know. That
Wait a
was like
minute.
25 years ago as well. Somebody else probably bought them out by now.
Cadbury
Cadbury.
beverages.
Yes.
Cat-
They
So
liquefy
you
the
don't have
Cadbury
Cadbury
eggs.
chocolate, but you have Cadbury beverages?
Like, I don't know if it was an offshoot of the whole operation. It probably is, but yeah.
what are all
yeah.
y'all doing
And
down there?
They make grapefruit soda. I don't know.
Things that no one else
Wow.
would do. That's the answer.
Whatever makes a buck.
I guess.
Lane Page says, y'all nasty. Sorry, Lane.
Sorry.
It's Friday.
Right? There's no telling what we'll do.
All right. I put in the live chat a video of me eating yellow snow. So you guys can check that out.
You
leisure.
accidentally ate yellow snow, right?
No, it was on purpose.
Yeah.
I've seen this
Well.
video.
Yeah.
Oh my.
What?
I was
Ryan,
a
what did you
survival
do?
expert.
Yes.
Survival
Oh.
experts need to
Oh,
Oh my
no.
this
god.
is
This is like
No,
watching
Ryan.
Jackass, but with Ryan.
That's redundant.
I'm Ryan T. Husk. This is Jackass.
Yeah.
Well, and then
Here's what
this
I'm
could
drinking.
be-
I'm drinking green juice. Green is safe, I've
Green.
heard.
Green.
It's yellow
good.
that's bad because it's like it's time to, I've kind of feel a little under the weather, a little sleep, and I turn into such a wimp when I'm like, I get all whiny and complainy. But if I drink this green juice, then everything's fine. Plus, it makes me think like, here I am. I used my first Klingon Band-Aid yesterday
Whoa.
because I sliced my
Ooh.
finger on a green screen thing, and I'm like putting like a dummy. I'm putting like toilet paper and tape and wrapping it around, and I was like, wait a second, I literally have Klingon Band-Aids sitting here on my desk, right? And so I used one, and it was a lot of fun. And then I'm tired, and I'm like complaining to myself, boy, life is so difficult. And then you think about, what about all the people that actually have real legitimate health issues, or they're
problems.
living with people with those
Yep.
issues, or
Yep.
taking care of those people? And God bless them, they
Mhm.
still show up like in the live chat, they say nice things, and they act like life is still great. And so that
Yes.
people like us can be like, I got a headache, this sucks. No.
Hey, speaking of the
So-
Klingon Band-Aids, where did you get those?
Yeah.
Because I could have used one today. I got my blood drawn. So like I
Ooh,
could have
good for
used
you.
a legit
So
Band-Aid
did
instead of like
Me
the
too.
gauze
Look,
and the
I just
tape.
took my gauze
too?
off. Oh my God.
Oh.
Armhole buddies.
Yay!
Armhole buddies.
I'll share my test
Nice.
results if you share yours.
Yeah, I just took it off too because I realized that it's the weird thing. But
Yeah,
these
I couldn't move my
Band-Aids,
arm, so I took mine off right away. Like you're not supposed to.
we're tough though.
That's
These
right.
Band-Aids were at, I wish I remembered, it was one of the tables
Mhm.
at Star Trek Las Vegas. Our good friend
Oh.
Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel would remember because she remembers everything ever.
Yeah.
But I
How?
don't remember.
know
But
how.
these are amazing.
I don't
Check 'em
remember
out.
either, but they were
Okay.
awesome.
Maybe they'll be
Mhm.
back this year. We'll have
And
to
there's a
find
ton
them.
of them. I
Mhm.
thought there were only like 5, but look, there's like a bunch of sheets.
Oh, amazing. That's awesome.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, guys, I
Wait,
just
so-
got to the part of the video where Ryan eats the yellow snow.
Oh no, you're watching it.
You
Wait,
can make
what?
this
Have you
like your
got-
Survivor
gotten-
audition.
Yeah,
Where is
but
this?
have you gotten to the poop part?
All right,
No, not
everybody,
yet.
just all right. That's what I
What?
get.
I mean, okay, I've
happening?
seen worse, but it's just interesting seeing Ryan do this. For science, I guess.
Oh,
For
okay.
meteorology, because
There
it's
we
in the
go.
snow. So
It's
that's
Sure.
for
all.
survival.
Right, I'm
Survival
saving
skills.
lives. Saving lives.
Save
Anyway,
lives.
let's talk about Star Trek, everybody.
Everyone in the comments
Because-
is like, oh,
We
thank
should move
God.
on.
yeah, for the Star Trek portion of the show.
We got all the chill
portion.
out of the way.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, our audience is going to get tired of this really
Oh.
quick.
Plenty of chill. It's
Um,
29 minutes of chill, folks.
Yeah, Robert Kaiser says they're from Factory Entertainment.
Ah, yes.
Very good.
Okay,
Who's that? Robert Kaiser? Good
Yes.
knowledge. Thank you, Robert. Very good.
Yes.
good work. Thank
Also,
you, sir.
Linda Anderegg says squirt and tequila is popular with Mexicans here in Chicago.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
something to
Wow.
try.
I can
later.
understand that.
But squirt is
Hmm.
popular in South America. Well, at least Central America, where my mother is from. But
Ah.
Really? So it just stops at Canada. It's like all
I mean,
the
maybe you can get it in Toronto. I don't know.
Maybe.
I feel like that was a very Canadian sentence. Maybe you can get it. In
everybody in the live chat. If you're trying to get squirt, where do you get it? If you need to get your squirt on, where do you go? Is there anywhere in
Get your
in
squirts.
Canada where you can get your squirt on, or do you have to go to the
Canadians
States
deserve
or
squirt
Latin America?
too.
Oh,
Do they? I don't know.
oh my
I don't
God.
know.
So one Trek fan is asking if I know what beep is. You wait a minute. You lived in Halifax? Oh, this is crazy. Okay, anyway, yeah, beep is a like thick, syrupy, brown juice drink that came in a carton. And it was like the most amazing thing in the world.
doesn't
Beep.
sound amazing.
Yeah. They brought it back like just for a very brief period of time.
You sure it's not maple
Like-
syrup?
No, it's like fruit.
Okay,
Ooh,
no,
like
never heard
it's-
of this.
What
Wow.
What
There you go.
flavor
There
is
you go,
this?
Americans.
What
Fruit.
is
Fruit flavor.
Fruit flavor.
Is it
Is
like
that on the
fruit-
label?
Is it like fruit stripe gum where like after 11 seconds it has no flavor?
No. This is like, yeah, I don't know how to.
R.I.P. fruit
and
stripe
do you
gum.
get comic strips or tattoos with it?
No. It's like it comes like it's like you pour it into a glass and you.
Oh, it looks
You
like
drink it.
mango and pineapple. It looks very mango-y
It's
to my
fruits.
eyes. What do you guys think?
This
Oh.
is
Yeah.
okay. It's not
It
brown.
looks better than
Okay, yeah. That changes everything.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Uh,
In Canada, their birds go beep. Like it's like not in America
Like
we say
Roadrunner.
cheap. It's beep, beep, beep.
Oh my god.
Cute.
Yeah. Anyway,
Boisson. Oh.
yeah, that's French too. I gotta find out what's in this thing.
All of our packages
Real
have French
quick.
on and English. So
Okay,
in the 80s,
so
when we read cereal boxes, we got to read the French and the English parts.
nice.
it says Beep was a fruit juice-based drink brand made by Farmers Cooperative Dairy of Nova Scotia,
Yeah.
Canada.
Hey.
and distributed in Canadian provinces, blah, 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 revived. Okay, here it is. Orange, apple, apricot, prune, and pineapple. Why do you put
Prune. That's what I
in
was
there?
thinking of. Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's delicious. Who doesn't love a
Apricot
prune?
and
Mystical
pineapple.
fruit that was
Get
going to
that
expire. We're like,
extra
Mhm.
fiber in there. Extra,
When you're not
extra
ready.
fiber.
Like when you're not quite ready to step up to pull out prune juice, you know, you're only half a warrior. You can do beep, then work your way up.
Oh, you're just a little beep at first.
Oh my god.
Dwarf's like, you little beep.
Mhm.
So check this out, everybody, real quick. Twitter.com says, and by says, I mean Todd Stashwick at Twitter says, I
Yes.
mean, hashtag
Yeah,
Star Trek
yeah.
Legacy, because apparently Star
Mhm.
Trek Legacy is trending. That's interesting.
Woohoo.
It's a
they
thing.
mentioned one
for
movie
sure.
and
Freaking
everyone's
right,
like,
it
we
is.
want this.
Pretty much. That was the reaction I saw too, Katie.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
anybody know
Like-
why it's trending right now? Like
I
what
don't
set it off?
Probably because people are like, why? You keep making other things.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey,
We
Paramount.
didn't ask for another
Wait.
movie. We want the other thing.
Yeah.
But
And not
us the
everyone,
stash.
not to be clear, not everyone, we're not speaking for everyone, but there are a number of people who think one of the things could be legacy.
yeah.
Right.
But I've also heard people when Patrick Stewart broke the news that there is a new script in the works, not related to Star Trek 4, but with Picard in it,
Mhm.
alluded to a legacy element to it.
Right,
Yeah.
that's another one. So is that a fourth
Like,
potential
Is that
movie?
happening?
I don't know.
No.
We
I think,
don't
like,
That
know.
one,
Yeah, it sounds like it's all just talk at the
But he
moment.
has a script.
But he would like it
Hey,
to happen.
I got a
Yeah.
No.
script.
Well, yeah,
Somebody-
no, but I mean, they sent him
somebody
a
has
script.
shown him a script
Oh.
of
Yeah.
a movie they
Like
have
he was
written.
given a script.
Yes.
It's probably Brent Spiner. That guy's
I
always.
mean,
Just bunking him.
Every other character besides Patrick Stewart is Brent Spiner.
Yeah.
It's their show.
Did you guys ever see Fresh Hell? Brent
Yes.
Spiner made like
Oh, no,
a
I
right. He
didn't.
did like a web series back in the day, and we
Mhm.
all freaked out when LeVar Burton was going to be in it. This is it. Oh, we did it.
Back when this was a
YouTube.
I did see that,
novelty.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like we have 4 Star Trek movies that are being rumored, discussed, or greenlit. I would say in order of how likely they are to be made. Number 1, Section 31, because that one is like happening. Like
That will
one is
happen. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the process. 2 is probably this one that they've just announced because they have a director attached, and it
Mhm.
seems like they're actually going forward with it possibly, and we'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
And then
But
the
what-
next one is J.J. Abrams, and then the Picard is fourth, unless there's anything else, then I
But
think then
if
drops
Picard
fifth.
has a script and Star Trek 4 does
It
not
has
have
a-
a script.
Yeah, but
Star
they
Trek
have a
4 has like a
writer.
dozen different scripts. So I think
Yes.
And it's
But,
going in a
like-
much different direction than I think anybody predicted.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. Star Trek 4 has also had directors attached,
Yeah.
and that hasn't worked out. So I'm not sure how much weight we should throw behind.
true.
And it hasn't
That-
sent Chris Pine a script.
Right, but
Oh.
that's the catch, is that this new Star Trek 4
Yeah.
is
Oh,
supposedly supposed to take place 10 years,
Oh.
at least a decade before the 2009 film.
so when you were
Right.
listing the numbers, Ryan, you were talking about potential weird new Star Trek 4 being number 2 on this list.
The one that was just announced,
Right,
like
okay.
yesterday. Yeah.
Which is,
And this is just a guess on my
should
part.
we
It
stop
could be
calling
way
it Star
off.
Trek 4?
Well,
that's-
everyone is calling it
No.
Star Trek 4.
Why?
I'll call it Star Trek .5. If it's a
'Cause
prequel,
it's like
it's .5.
before.
Right.
It's very confusing.
I know. But
I don't care as
no.
long as Scott
Yeah.
Bakula shows up. I gotta
I
give my fix to him
mean,
every once in a
That
while.
would be
so-
amazing.
That would be
Dude.
amazing.
That would be
Oh, and Dennis New Orleans is done. He's free.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, there's speculation that it could take place just after the Enterprise era, and it could potentially rewrite the debacle of the last episode of Enterprise. But
Mm.
yeah, so but they are also saying this would be the last installment in the J.J. Abrams movies.
Even though it is
A prequel.
not Abrams
But-
and it's before
It is Abrams. He's
the Kelvin.
producing it.
right.
Well,
Oh,
it
it
seems
is.
like we better get the information first
Yes,
before we discuss,
yes,
because
that'd
I'm
be
as lost
great.
as you guys are. And then it's like,
Yeah.
we literally have the article pulled up, and rather than reading it, we're just talking about it. Boy, isn't that the internet age? Sharing
know.
articles all over the place. Now, I don't
Yes.
care. I like the title a lot. The picture was really cool. It has a
Oh my
I know
God.
enough. It says Star Trek. I'm
We're like a
sharing it.
Facebook group comment section come to life.
Oh my God.
So
Okay,
here
who's
are
gonna
the
start
options.
trolling? Let's get
Here are
that
the
going.
options for the poll in the live chat, everybody. Feel free not to vote until after we've read this article. But the options are, the question is, which movie do you want to see the most? There's Kelvin verse 4. We'll just call it that. J.J. Abrams and Chris Pine and all them. The Picard movie that Patrick Stewart has in his hand, apparently. He's got the whole script in his hand, I believe. And Section 31, which we know is happening.
Mhm.
And then we've got this new one, which is like a prequel movie, which is taking place decades before the J.J. Abrams Kelvinverse movies, but possibly is
It's-
tying into it. And it's got the director from Andor, and he also directed the Black Mirror episode, the USS Callister, that was so
Mhm.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
There was
So
actually a
good.
movement to try to turn that into a series
Yeah.
as well. So let's, boy, we just gave everybody the cliff notes there. Here we go.
J.J. Abrams is still the producer. It's just-
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is from deadline.com. Paramount expands Star Trek universe with new film. Andor's Toby Haynes tapped to direct with Seth Graham Smith writing. Okay, so Toby Haynes is also the director of the USS Callister episode
Yes.
that was practically like a movie.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
It reads, even as it continues to develop the final chapter in its main Star Trek series, Paramount is looking to further explore the IP. The studio has tapped Toby Haynes to direct a new film that expands the Star Trek universe, with Seth Graham Smith penning the script, J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot producing. Okay, as Melissa said,
Mhm.
here's the key. So maybe this is going to be a Star Trek 4 instead of
Yes.
the Star
Right.
Trek 4 that we were expecting.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Sources tell Deadline that while plot details are being
wait.
kept under wraps, the project is an origin story that takes place decades before the 2009 Star Trek film that rebooted the franchise. Insiders add that the final chapter in that main series, Star Trek IV, remains in active development. Okay.
So, what are we doing here?
This is fascinating. This is
You know, okay.
absolutely fascinating.
Is anybody else just really taking this with a grain of salt? Because we've been on this rigmarole with Star Trek 4 for so long that putting other movies besides Section 31 into the equation just seems like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. When you start actually filming, I'll believe it.
But this is like Paramount, and Section 31 is like Paramount Plus, right? Which are
I don't even know anymore.
related to each other, but not the
Good
same
point.
entity, right?
Mhm.
And here's another question. Is no, I don't know. Paramount merger, Warner?
We don't know.
This is wild.
One thing at a time.
time to
We
be
can
alive.
barely
So much
wrap our
chaos.
head around this so far. Here's my thought, because first I thought, okay, it's decades before. Boy, that sounds exciting. I'm thinking immediately between Enterprise and the original series, like 50 years before and after.
Mhm.
And I'm super excited about that. I'm like, we've never explored that area,
Yeah.
and it would be super
Yeah.
fun to do. So what is that, like 2230 or
Romulan
something?
War?
I don't know, right around there. And
Wouldn't it be the Romulan War?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Well,
Possibly.
Oh.
That is a
Well, no, 'cause
possibility.
the Romulan War was like right after Enterprise, right? So if it's if I'm
Right.
saying like 50 years
Oh.
after Enterprise,
Oh,
but it could be. That's
But
just.
it could
from the
explore.
Romulan War.
long war.
But now reading this article here, and if it's an origin story to the Kelvin movies, then my other thought is maybe it's not that. If it's connected, maybe it hinders around this guy. Check this out. Do you guys remember this freaking amazing
Oh,
stallion?
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Captain Rabau of, I don't remember
Yeah.
what the ship was called, but that was the one where Thor was on the ship with him and baby
Yes.
baby Kirk was born.
Mhm.
What if
The Kelvin.
this prequel takes place here
Yeah.
with this
Kel-
ship
Now that would be
at this
cool.
time? Oh, the
I
Kelvin.
like
Yeah,
that
of course,
character.
the Kelvin. The
That would be
USS
really
Kelvin.
cool. Let's get to know
It's
this
like-
guy.
Decades, like how many decades is it? Because it's not going to be 10
Right.
decades, because that's a
Right.
century, and it's
Mhm.
not going to be a decade.
But
It's
2
just Enterprise
decades is
season
fine.
5.
2 decades
Right?
places it right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So is this possibly, but when they say origin story, do they mean just the Kelvin, or do they also mean George Kirk?
Mm-hmm.
They haven't, they haven't given specifics, but
This
they
is
just,
wild.
Or Origins of the Federation. Because we
Mhm.
just saw it start to have
but that would
murmurs
be
in Enterprise.
Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you like,
Hang on a second. Also, just because they say, I just got 2 thoughts floating around in my head, just because they say that it takes place decades prior to that, doesn't mean the entire movie does.
Oh, this is true.
They didn't say
This
the
is
entire movie
very
takes
true.
place, right? Because, you know, the original 2009 Kelvin movie could be like, well, it takes place post Nemesis. Yeah,
Mhm.
for a couple minutes did.
Yeah.
So then that also reminds me, wait a minute, wasn't one of the many Star Trek 4 scripts back in the day, wasn't it a time travel thing involving George Kirk with Chris
Yes.
Hemsworth coming back
Yes.
to reprise his
Yes.
role of George
Yeah.
Kirk? So what
Oh.
if they're just bringing that idea back up? They said, here's what we had.
Mhm.
Bring in that writer to, you know, rewrite it or clean it up or start over. That
Mhm.
checks all of the boxes, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ryan, you might be onto something.
Yeah.
Maybe. And he's hot.
yeah.
He is hot.
Yes.
He's
Yes, he is.
older
He's
now.
expensive.
Ripped.
I wouldn't kick
Very
him out of bed.
expensive.
That's for sure.
Honestly, they
Is he
could
there?
DH him a little bit. The things makeup
That's true.
artists can do nowadays
is
is
true.
Yeah.
amazing. Like
Well,
on For All Mankind, they've done the opposite. They've done the aging makeup, and
Mhm,
for the most
mhm.
part, it's been really incredible.
yeah. Yeah.
This is
Well, and then they could still
bonkers.
use the cast that they've introduced us to, because when I was first reading this, I was like, are we going to have to learn a new Kirk and a new
Yeah.
Uhura
Another
and a
one.
You
More,
can't.
new
no
No,
more new
Spock?
Kirks
can't.
and no,
Please
can't.
don't. Can we just keep the ones that we've already known
just
a
and
new
built
crew,
a
right?
relationship with,
Yeah.
or a new crew entirely?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So if we've got this this director that directed the USS Callister, if anybody hasn't seen it, check it out. It's really good.
It
Mhm.
is.
That means there could be a lot of tension, a lot of, heightened awareness, kind of high stress, higher intensity,
Mhm.
and maybe less of an action and more of an emotional, tension, which would be great. That could be a lot of
Mhm.
fun.
And I
Sure.
was reading that he's a huge Star Trek fan. And
We
he
love
was,
that.
yeah,
What is he,
he
like
was,
8 feet tall?
he's been watching Star Trek since he was a kid.
Mhm.
And he begged to direct the Black Mirror episode. And
Oh, cool.
because he was such a big fan of Star Trek, and he introduced elements to that episode that the director didn't even think of, being a Star Trek fan
Oh,
himself,
cool.
but
Mhm.
like introducing red shirts and that indicating that some of the crew is going to die. But I also listened to an interview that he was giving about his directing Andor episodes, and this guy, I have to say, I'm pretty excited if he is directing this to
Mhm.
see what he does with it, because he gets nuance, he gets the complexity of character. People
Nice.
aren't all bad or all good.
Yeah.
There's shades of gray in there. And just hearing him talk about that, I'm like, okay, so if he's the director, I think they
Mhm.
picked a good guy
Awesome.
to run with it.
And a fan.
And a fan.
And we've
which
seen
is
what
so
fans can
important.
do.
Yes.
Mhm. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perry.
That's cool. Yeah, exactly. That's very cool.
I'm a big fan of Ferran Tahir. That is the actor that plays Captain
Mhm.
Rabao. He and I have had some several conversations in the past,
Mhm.
and I really have always secretly wanted him to get to reprise his role
Yeah.
again. And you never know. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Sure.
amazing. Actually, we
was good.
cast him in a sci-fi thing several years back, and he was a lot funnier than I expected, because the role was very like
Oh, yeah.
serious and he Melissa, he did the middle finger thing to me that Aaron and so
What?
throughout the day
Oh
when
my
we're shooting
gosh.
this sci-fi thing, he's going like, oh, what's that over there? And I'm like looking, his hands like on the table, and he just kind of like I'm like, oh, that's very sweet. And then he's got
Amazing.
it under the table. I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Captain
The middle
Rabao, the funny
finger
man.
That's awesome.
game continues. Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know. It's possible, right?
Mhm.
I can't think of any
Yeah.
other way to have an origin unless it's just
Yeah, because it's one
a
thing
time travel thing that goes everywhere.
if they're saying it's a story that takes place decades before, but the fact that they're saying it's an origin story that takes place means it's
Right.
connected
Right.
in some way.
Right. Because wasn't Star Trek 2009 an origin story? So it's got to be
Yeah.
a different origin story. I mean, which origin story are we going to do this time, guys?
It's the origin of the origin of the origin.
Let's just go back to the beginning of the universe, the true origin story.
Star Trek Big Bang. All right, here we go.
And then we hear the dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 2001.
I mean,
Space
man,
Odyssey.
like the fact, yes, this is going to be a weird year. We've got less like stuff there's less things coming out now, but like the wheels are turning. Stuff is happening. This
Yeah.
is
Oh, definitely.
That's true. If you like, if you watch shows for the drama, like if you like reality shows and you just like want to see like things and twists and people fighting and people making up and all that's what 2024 is going to be like. Because there's going to be like new shows and maybe this new movie. There's going to be rumors swirling and there's going to be pictures of like new Klingons and people go, that's not Klingons. And there's going to be like all these things. Oh man, it's going to be crazy.
Crazy.
It's also
And
an
I
election year
hate
in the US.
reality television.
gosh. Burn it all.
we have lots of
Terrible.
room up here. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so cold over there.
It's not. It's lovely. It's like it was like, I don't know, it was like -2 today. It's fine. Celsius.
not bad. That's actually really
Ryan's
good.
face.
I know.
Yeah, that
You
doesn't
guys
sound
have-
half bad.
Beepsicles with that -2 degrees. Oh
Exactly.
wait, you're going Fahrenheit. So that's only like 30 degrees Celsius. That's not that bad comparatively. Right? Don't you guys do Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
No,
I do
we
Celsius.
you do Celsius. We only use
Celsius.
Fahrenheit
We
for
do
food.
God.
Fahrenheit.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, that's what I
Oh.
meant.
Yeah.
So you said it was what temperature?
It's
Celsius.
It was like -2.
Okay, so
Might
that's
have
like
been-
30 degrees to us, or
Yeah.
29 degrees. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
No problem.
livable for Katie,
Like,
not
for
for the rest
Canada
of
in
us.
January, that sounds all right.
Lovely. Yeah. Anything
You
under
say
like
it's livable.
10 degrees is
See,
Yeah.
you said it's livable. I'm allergic to the cold, and I break out in hives if I get too cold. It's cruel fate, really. But yeah, no, anything
But you
near
love
freezing
snow.
or colder. I know, I hate it. It's great.
Wow.
I am
Wow.
perplexed, Katie.
I'm weird.
You're a
The
walking
layers.
contradiction, and I love you for it.
Oh yes.
Woo.
Lots of
Anybody else
hamburgers.
allergic to something weird,
Grapefruits.
like cold or any other made up thing
You're
like
allergic
Katie
to
just said?
squirt?
I'm allergic to squirt. I'll never
The
know the sweet
air.
succulent squirt.
Uh,
No.
Not
Full-
reverting that line.
Bye, Ryan.
It's a full circle moment here.
Oh,
You know,
you know,
in Canada,
Ryan's mind went
we
someplace when he has
used
to turn the
to have-
camera.
my mind
Little
went,
bag
I
drinks
just
called
had a
Lil
glitch.
Squirts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So anyway,
So, Star Trek?
Star
yeah.
Trek.
Sure.
So do you remember that opening sequence with George Kirk and Christopher Pine played Daddy's Little Squirt, and he was born, and it was like, what if that is kind of like the, touchstone place to
Mhm,
launch this thing? I
mhm.
think it could be cool. So
Yeah.
here's the end of our poll. Kind of a surprising answer because it's pretty dominant. The Kelvin
Wow.
verse 4 got 12%.
Mhm.
A Picard movie that has a script, 15%. The prequel movie with the Andor director, the one that we're just going nuts with, 23%. And Section 31 is 48%. I wonder how many of the people that voted for Section 31 were like, well, that's the one that's going to happen. So that's the one I want to see. That's actually happening. So this is my vote. I want the one that will exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Marani. Just had to say hi, Marani.
Yeah.
Shout out to our
So-
good buddy Marani
Yeah.
and Chasen.
I want to remind
And-
everybody, to drop a like on this video because 39 people voted, but only 18 have liked it.
Oh,
Say what?
That's
Mine says
Come on, you guys.
12.
That's
It's
hellacious.
weird.
Well, yes. Good stuff
Mhm.
there, Jenny. Everybody, please give this video a like. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for notifications so that you are notified when we go live. Because that's the worst thing is when people say like, I don't know when you go live. I always miss it. And we're like, sorry, the best YouTube, it gets mad at people and says, you'll never know. But if you hit the bell icon,
Mhm.
it increases the chances that you'll be notified
Mhm.
when we go live. And if you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. I've been practicing that YouTube impression forever. How was
It's
it?
really good.
Very good.
Yeah,
It's really
so
good.
Pretty
It was
good,
believable.
yeah.
uncanny.
Gotta know the
So
spiel.
believable.
You only felt a
Mhm.
little dead inside.
Yeah. But to those of you that said, I think Jenny was saying that the reason Star Trek Legacy was trending, it looks like, is because of the new announcement of this new movie, and people are saying, well, we also, or instead of, would like this. That's what it seems like when
Right.
you click
Mhm.
on the hashtag, is that people seem to be really excited about Legacy. This is beautiful though. Look at
That is
that.
beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
What would you call
I wonder
those
if the Scorch made
colors?
that. Those are like ultramarines and
You said that
Indigo
last time.
violet.
Violets.
I like the
Yeah.
indigo.
I was
like
thinking
the
indigo.
too. You know what this reminds me of?
Hmm.
The colors. The new logo or picture that popped up on the Instagram for the seventh rule that says keep your ears
Yes.
open.
Oh yeah.
It's so
Mm.
That
beautiful.
was so nice.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Hmm.
Let's take a brisk walk down Current Lane. I don't know how you call that. But let's see if we can find that thing you're talking about here, Melissa Longo. Check this out, everybody. What do you think of this gorgeous seventh rule
Oh,
Yeah, that's so nice.
Instagram
yes.
post?
Who is
Keep your
That
responsible
ears
is
for that?
open.
pretty.
It's so beautiful. And I
I
love
love that.
the colors in the logo at the
Mhm.
bottom.
Yeah,
and,
that's awesome.
And just the
Yeah.
lobe. The
Yeah.
Just
lobe.
the silhouette is so cool. It's so well
Yeah.
done.
So good.
Now, is that the work of the Matt Boardman?
No, I didn't mean to answer that so excitedly.
Yeah.
No, it's not, in fact. No, actually, we've got a new Instagram person that's working on a few things for us, making
Oh,
things look
great.
beautiful.
Wonderful.
So
Cool.
hopefully that it's great when you see people like Nikki DeBoer giving comments,
Yeah.
Oh.
and Anthony Montgomery, and a
Oh,
bunch of
amazing.
fun
Yeah,
people.
that's awesome.
And what that means is if somebody's doing something beautiful, people are going to
Mhm.
notice. And I love these
Absolutely.
colors.
Mhm.
All right, well, whoever you got, keep them around. They're doing great.
She's great.
Mhm. Yeah. Amazing.
Aaron.
Anyway, so good eye, Melissa. Here's our next item up for bid, everybody. Did we finish? Let's also touch upon the trekmovie.com article
Mm.
real quick, which reads, we kind of touched on this already, but the new Star Trek movie director is a fan and directed the Black Mirror Trek episode USS Callister. Do you guys remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I never
It's
saw it.
so
Freaked
good.
me
It's
out.
so great. Yeah.
You should watch it. It's
Honestly,
Yeah,
good.
it's
yeah.
worth it.
I know I
and
should.
and
I
out
just
of
need to be in the
all
right
of
frame of
the-
mind for
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Mirror.
out of all of the Black Mirror, I
Right.
mean, it's freaky, but it's not like horrific
Terrifying.
or well, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it's horrific in certain ways,
How
but
dark
it's, yeah.
is it?
I mean,
It's there are
kinda
episodes that are
dark,
darker.
but
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Very much so, yeah.
But the Trek episode is all right. Because I'm having a hard time getting into dark things right now. Like, look, real
Yeah, I
life
hear
is
that.
dark enough.
hear
I want
that.
escapism if I'm watching TV.
I mean, that looks very Star Trek, doesn't
It
it?
is
It
so Star Trek.
does.
If the
Yeah.
lights turned on, it's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it when it came out. Everybody was talking about it, and everybody's like, you
Mhm.
got to see it. You got to see it. And I'm like, don't tell me my business. But then I went and saw it anyway. And it was really good. And
Yeah.
it did
Mhm.
make you kind of want to see a series with it. If you could see one episode and want to see a series,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's a pretty
It's
well
got
done
potential.
thing. Yeah. So it's definitely worth it. I don't remember it being too crazy dark, just,
Yeah.
weird. You know how Black Mirror
Mhm.
is. They're weirdos.
Wacky.
I can appreciate weird. Just, yeah,
Mhm.
not dark right now. Too much
Yeah.
of that.
Like it's not like Robot Dogs. It's not like that.
Okay, I don't even know.
Never
Yeah.
heard that one.
Robot Dogs one is like
But yeah, there's
I don't remember that
definitely much
Dark.
darker episodes in
Yeah.
Black Mirror than I'm just like, okay, I need to go and crawl in a corner. This didn't
Absolutely,
make
yes.
I've heard
Yeah.
it's so good, and someday I will check
Mhm.
some of it out. It's just, kind
Yeah.
of working up the nerve.
I've only seen, I think, maybe 3 episodes of Black Mirror or
Mhm.
4.
Hmm.
One was the very first one with like a president and a pig or something like that.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
another one was there. Then there were 2 that were kind of similar in nature to where they're like social media, like people
Mhm.
were locked in a room and they all had like a point
I
system or
heard
something
about
like
that
that.
one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then there was another one that was similar to had some other social media type connotation, I think. And then
There was
this
another,
one.
yeah, the was it the John Hamm one that had like the shrinking and the like, yeah,
I don't
it was
know.
crazy. And
I don't
actually,
know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Wasn't that a Seinfeld episode?
he was in
Probably.
school, Ryan.
Shrinkage.
There was definitely a Seinfeld episode about that. Probably several.
Yeah.
I was in a pool.
Oh,
And he falls
George.
down.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
It made me think of this video that I saw of this kid who's being potty trained.
Oh no.
Oh no,
And
what?
he keeps telling his dad, I didn't poo, I peed.
Yup.
He just kept saying, I didn't poo, I peed.
This poor kid.
And here we
Pretty
are back at Yellow
hilarious.
Snow.
Yeah.
When, yeah.
Really
When this
covering
kid's
everything
15.
here today.
Going out on his first date, and dad
True.
uses this as the blackmail material. This poor kid's life is ruined.
No.
No, but
No, he'll be
that's what
fine.
that reminded me of.
Hey, everybody, we have a new poll in the live chat. The question is, did
Ooh.
you see the USS Callister episode of Black Mirror? The options are yes, I loved it, or yes, it was okay, or nope. Let's see what happens. I bet there's going to be a
Okay.
lot of people that say they loved it. It was good.
It
Maybe I'll watch
was.
it again. When was that? Like, it was a good
Oh,
few years ago.
2017.
It was
Yeah.
pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
And it won an award in 2018.
No
Mhm.
way.
I think an Emmy. Maybe a
No
Hugo.
way.
It could have been a Hugo or an Emmy. I can't remember
Huh.
which,
cool.
but yeah. It's very good.
So sci-fi wants to win those awards, you have to go dark. Got it.
Just like everything these days, it
Well,
seems.
and it was so
Yeah.
well done, though. I mean, it was a good tribute to Star Trek in the vein of Black Mirror.
It executed very well.
Yeah.
Dark, you say? Discovery's like, hold my tardigrade. We can
At least
do
my
dark.
forest
Mhm.
lit up.
All right,
Hold my
so
snow
here,
fleas.
Yes.
Lisa just keeps wanting to go right back to yellow snow every
Yeah.
time. She's trying to be sneaky about it, but we're on to you.
That's where my head is. I can't help it.
This whole time, that's just been right where you're at.
Your head is in the yellow snow. No.
So here's something very interesting, everybody, from a website called StarTrek.com. It's entitled Star Trek Discovery Season 5 to premiere at South by Southwest 2024.
Whoa.
Well, now hang on a second. Isn't that earlier than April?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
March.
It's a TV festival which runs March 8th through 16th. That's a long festival.
Yeah. So that's like
Yeah.
early to mid-March.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that means that Discovery is going to premiere 3 weeks, as much as 3 weeks before April.
Yeah.
The upcoming 5th season, which will debut in April, finds Captain Burnham and the crew of the USS Discovery uncovering a mystery that will send them on an epic adventure across the galaxy to find an ancient power whose very existence has been deliberately hidden for centuries. But there are others on the hunt as well, dangerous foes who are desperate to claim the prize for themselves and will stop at nothing to get it. Kind of feels like Indiana Jones-ish, right? Sounds fun.
Yes.
Da, da, da. You could probably do like
Fun.
a Star Trek remix of that theme.
Yeah. Or like the chase, like the episode of TNG
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
where they're like
Oh, yeah.
racing across the galaxy. Ooh, this sounds amazing.
But
I'm intrigued.
how are they going to avoid spoilers?
Is
They
it just the
won't.
If it's-
premiere that's premiering?
Yeah.
Yeah, how are they going to? I mean, if it airs and there's enough Star Trek nerds watching it,
Which there will be.
they're going to have to hope that 3 or 4 or 5 weeks go by without one nerd releasing one peep of that episode.
Well, I guess it would depend also when they release it, because on March 8th is the beginning of Creation's Star Trek San Francisco. So
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hmm.
that's going
I'm-
on at the same time.
You know,
Hmm.
everybody, we'll talk about all of that in just a moment, but let me just say, I am going to Star Trek San Francisco so much. I'm so excited to go to this thing. I don't know if there's a level, if somebody says like,
Mhm.
are you
Mhm.
going to this thing? Yeah, I'm going at like a 2. You know, like, are you going to this party? Yeah, I'm going, but I have to go. It's like a 2. You know, this is like a 10. You know, if it goes to
Mhm.
11, I am going to this thing so much.
Me too.
All right.
It's the level of my
Me
FOMO.
too.
Yeah.
Shar just
No.
unfollowed me.
Yeah.
She's
Okay,
like,
Brian.
she's like, all right, this guy is weird. I'm out of
No,
here.
no. That said, I'm not going to San Francisco most likely. Like I'm just holding out for Vegas, probably.
Mhm.
Woo!
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
there
we'll
goes.
revisit this. We'll see if we can't convince you in a moment. But let's
All right.
finish on
try
this a
me.
bit. Do you think there's a possibility, you guys, that if this airs, let's say it airs on March 11th at South by Southwest, do you think there's a possibility that Star Trek just says, surprise, we are premiering on March 13th, Thursday, March 13th or whatever. And
I
you know,
mean,
Why
That can
not?
happen.
If
it would be
don't
a
have
very
lot to
special. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, if they don't have a lot for this year because of the production halt and like other factors, I'm sure, might as well just keep a little bit of momentum going by like jumping. Here's one. Here's one.
Hmm.
They have to string us along for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. Instead of a week
Totally.
between episodes, it's a month.
Yeah. Like we don't
Or-
know when Prodigy's airing on Netflix.
Mhm.
And so all
Right.
that's really here for 2024 is Disco's last season and Lower Decks.
Yeah.
And Lower Decks is usually like late August.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you think about it that way, it happening around like March into April, into May,
maybe early May. Yeah.
and then August, September. That
Yeah.
See
seems
it
like a
happening.
decent spread. Maybe they're kind of hoping that Netflix drops Prodigy season 2 in the summer.
It would just be
Maybe.
nice to know
Maybe.
at this point.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
it's
would
the
like
Yes, it
not
would.
knowing
Yes.
that's the hardest part.
I know.
it is.
Our lives are very difficult.
Yes.
Oh, without Prodigy? Yes.
Yes.
Life is very difficult without Prodigy. And
Yes.
It is.
yeah. Although I think you're right. I think they will try to fill things out with Prodigy somewhere between Disco and Lower Decks, just because there is, compared to previous years, such little new content coming our way, where we were getting new stuff every week, almost every single week of the year. Now we're, you know, it feels like a drought compared to what we were doing.
Mm.
And
Yeah, you know, I actually don't mind it because, I mean, first of all, we're totally spoiled, right? We can all
Yes.
agree with that.
absolutely.
But, like,
yeah.
It allows us to kind of also appreciate things a little bit more, like going back and rewatching Lower Decks season 4 or really reappreciating Picard season 3 since that was
Yeah.
already almost a year
Yes.
ago.
That's crazy.
Insanely.
know.
Yeah. You know, and also
bonkers.
Prodigy, of course. We're rewatching it on
Mhm.
Netflix right now, available right
Yep.
now on Netflix. Go check it out, watch it a
Keep
third
it
and
on,
fourth
guys.
time. Yep. So, you know, it
Mhm.
kind of gives us that chance to take a breath and just, you know, because it was like a
Yeah.
marathon. It was like,
Yeah.
there's this
Yeah.
thing and this thing, and we got to keep. And then some people, they fall behind and they're like, there's too much good stuff. I can't do it. But
I
this way, it
know.
allows
Yeah.
everybody to
Yeah.
catch up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard to appreciate all the new stuff when it just keeps coming at you. So
Mhm.
this year,
Yeah.
I think, is the year of the rewatch where we go
Yes.
back
Mhm.
and
Nice. Yeah.
just take it all in again. And that's not a bad thing.
Mhm.
Right. And realistically, how sustainable would that previous model have been? I mean,
No.
not
No.
very. And then who knows, we might have been burnt out on
Yeah.
Well,
That's
we
a good
that
can't.
point.
much.
That is actually a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a sort of kind of, I don't know, fans in general, we tend to get we kind of like rest on our laurels once we start, you know, getting a whole bunch of stuff. Then we start like complaining about it and, you know, being like,
Right.
no, I want
Well-
it this way and I want it this way. And, you know, and
We complain. Well, some people complain about it all the
Yes.
time, no matter
Yes.
what.
Yeah.
yeah. But giving it, sort of like
Mhm.
pulling it back for a little bit. And then once everyone's like really,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, it's so good to go
you
back
can have
and
another
then,
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, see things in retrospect a little bit. And especially with shows like Picard and Discovery, I feel like it's going to be a different experience watching that week to week and then watching it as like a
Yeah.
more of a binge, you know, on your
Absolutely.
own schedule as
Yeah.
much or as little as you want.
Mhm.
And that very well might change your perception of the show, especially with some
Oh, it will, for
distance.
sure.
Oh
Yeah.
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 No, I'm doing that exactly right now with Discovery. I had only seen it one time before, and I watched it week to week to week to week. And so
Mhm.
now I've just binged the entire first season
Oh,
in
nice.
2 days because I have no life. But it's great. And
Mhm.
it changed my appreciation for their storytelling for sure.
That's awesome. I'm excited
Oh,
about
that's
that.
cool. That's good to know. I
Mhm.
want to
Yeah.
do that when the show is completely done and then just watch the
Oh, yeah.
whole thing
Ooh,
all
yeah.
together.
I highly
Mm.
recommend.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what's coming up, everybody, because there's a lot. Suddenly there are a ton of new things happening.
Mhm.
A lot of big events, one of which you may know is Trek Talks. That's like coming up tomorrow,
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure
or as some
is.
people say, tomorrow. It's probably the same people
Who
that
says
say
that?
Wednesday. I don't know, people that say
My grandma,
Wednesday,
she's from Ohio, so
Wednesday,
they talk like
and
that.
Winda.
Yeah.
Look out the window. Really?
Uh-huh.
It's all the same
Oh, that's
group?
funny.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's all the same people. Tamara, Winda, Wednesday. Yeah.
Wow. Pilla.
Yeah, she
Pilla?
has a bit of
Missouri?
an accent.
Missouri, that's a good one.
Missouri. Mhm.
Wow.
Okay, so check this out, everybody. Trek Talks tomorrow. It's like an all-day event,
Mhm.
virtual. Look at all these cool people involved. And there's also more that's, you know, hosted by John Billingsley, our good buddy
Mhm.
Bon Gordon, of course, Don Lewis,
Yes.
Nana Visitor, Michael Dorn, all these great and wonderful humans that we like. Not you, Tim Russ, and everybody that's just so. I'm just
What?
kidding. Don't tell him I
We
said that. I
love
swear,
Tim
please don't
Russ.
tell him I said
Tell
that.
him.
Oh my God.
I'm going to tell him. Ryan T. Husk
Don't you
said.
dare. He would totally believe
Timestamp.
you too.
Those others were in the like, and Tim was in the love. not-
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Me and Tim, we ain't found shit.
His best line ever.
Did you ever see
Amazing.
the little? He did like a little video of him
Yeah.
with a pit comb
Yes.
going through in his
Yes.
backyard. That was so funny.
So
I
glad he
never
did
saw
that.
that video.
It's amazing.
Oh, I
Oh,
have to
Melissa, you
see
got to
it.
watch it tonight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Will do.
everybody to get more information on that. This is to raise money for the Hollywood Food Coalition, which is a great organization, gets a lot of food and a lot of stuff, not just food, to
Mhm.
the homeless and the needy. It looks like it says the telethon begins Saturday, January 13th at 9:45 a.m. Pacific time.
Mhm.
Shout out to them for saying Pacific time.
Mhm.
And you can get all the
West
information
Coast.
at trektalks.net. Trektalks.net. A lot of great people are heading that thing, and we really
Mhm.
appreciate them
Yeah.
and the good work they do. That's gonna be a crazy day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. I meant what I said about Tim Russ. So
Remember, Ryan, this is on the internet forever.
no, it's no. Well, yeah, it is.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Trying to be a friend, let you know.
No.
Also,
Oh yeah.
Shar is a great friend, by the way, everybody. Jesus, she's
Aw.
amazing.
She
Oh,
is.
I try.
So, can I borrow money?
What do you need it for?
That's a good friend. Actually, a good
It
friend would be
depends on
like,
what
I
you
don't
need
know.
it for,
Are you
fool.
just gonna waste it on gumballs again?
Mhm.
That
Like, look,
25
yeah, it
cent?
depends on what you need,
No,
bro.
I'm
I
buying
can either
Klingon
hook you up or
Band-Aids.
tell you to get a life.
It's
Yeah.
gonna put it towards taking down Tim Russ.
No.
Sorry, can't, dude.
Yeah.
I have
I
no
gotta-
money. No, I'm broke.
Got to buy him a lot of whiskey sours to make up for that. The next thing is
I'll go
actually
in on
next
that.
month. Thank you. Check this out.
Yay.
virtualtrekcon.com. You guys, Virtual TrekCon 5 already. It's already
Nice.
almost
That's
upon us.
crazy.
Virtual TrekCon 5. This
Crazy.
started in the spring of 2020.
Mhm.
And this is the fifth
Unreal.
one, February 15th through 19th. It is 5 full days. We're talking about like 11 to 14-hour days
Mhm.
for 5 days straight. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Oh my
It's a lot of fun. You got to store a lot of cabbage.
So much fun.
You need lots
You
of
could
coffee.
pickle it. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually just got my dress for this in the mail. I got a dress for the lab.
You got a
Amazing.
dress.
Oh my
I got a
goodness.
dress.
Wow.
I couldn't resist.
Do we get a
my.
hold it up?
Gauntlet thrown.
You just see a plastic bag. I haven't even unwrapped.
Amazing.
You're gonna wear
Oh
a
my
plastic bag? That is
God.
so
I would love it if it was
avant-garde
just
of
a
you.
plastic bag.
Yeah,
Wow. She's
it's
gonna
big
be
enough
at
I could. It's like a tarp.
what's that event where, like, the stylish things happen? People wear
wasn't it
like
like a
weird
The
gala?
Met
The
Gala?
Oscars?
The Met
Met
Gala.
Met Gala. That's the one. Yeah,
Mm.
you could go to the
Okay,
Met
that.
Gala and wear a plastic bag.
Yeah, you could.
Mhm.
And people would go, ooh.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, wow, such a
What's your
visionary.
designer? JC
I know.
Penney.
That's right.
Jesus Christ,
It's
Penny.
art.
Cool. So that's really cool. So
Mhm.
February 15th through 19th, everybody check that out, virtualtrekcon.com. We have dozens of guests. We have dozens of groups. We have dozens of terrible jokes and hilarious panels, games, live shows. It's insanity. Also, speaking of insanity, as part of Virtual TrekCon 5, the 2024 Lappy Awards, that's February 18th, 2024. That's kind of in the middle, kind of inside of Virtual TrekCon 5.
Mhm.
It is basically the Emmys for Star Trek. Star Trek Awards, it's going to have the best of, the funniest of, the scariest of 2023,
Mhm.
but it also honors legacy shows and universal things like movies and documentaries and all that. It really covers everything in the Star Trek universe, except
So
for
exciting.
Tuvok.
My
Man, you
God.
won't let that go, will you? Tim
Oh,
Russ
He
is going to
knows
send
what
us
he
angry
did.
emails and say, "Don't watch these guys. They suck. They don't know shit."
They ain't found
Speaking
shit.
of Tuvok, that reminded me of Tuvix, and the actor
Right.
that played Tuvix is going to be
Yep.
part of Trek Talks.
That's
tomorrow.
right.
Yeah,
They're having
yeah.
a
Definitely.
Tuvix
Tim
panel.
Right. Oh my God, I can't wait for
Yeah.
that panel.
That's
How
awesome.
awesome.
They've
I
got
thought
some
And that's just
great
one of the
stuff
things they
lined
got
up
lined
tomorrow.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how that Tuvix episode really kind of blew up, because I remember when I watched it, I was just kind of like, hmm,
Mhm.
you know, and then for years and years and years, it was kind of like, and then people just kind of started going like, hey, what do you think about Tuvix? And then everything blew up.
Yeah, the internet blew up.
Mhm.
That and Threshold blew up the internet for
Yes.
20 something
God.
years
Right.
at this point.
Threshold was probably
Yes.
first,
God.
even. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Truly
That got the
amazing.
party started, then Tuvix really blew shit up.
Yeah.
Voyager season 2 was. Oh, what did
What a
Ransom say?
time.
Shit got weird.
Yeah.
What is that?
All right.
You know, it's
Yes.
Oh no, I was gonna say there was a person at one of the Creation Chicago cons way back in like the 2010s, but a person did a lizard baby cosplay, like a full body lizard baby.
Yes. Oh,
It was
love that.
beautiful. So
Oh.
such beauty comes from such a horrendous thing.
As much, I was gonna say, as much as you can get
Mhm.
beauty out of those lizard babies.
Mhm. See, there is good in humanity right there.
Exactly.
There are
You know,
people
we've
out there
gotten-
making Threshold costumes.
Yeah,
So proud.
honestly, a lot of good has come out of Threshold. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
not just cosplay, but also acknowledgement of its existence in just the canon itself. We had
Yes!
Janeway refer to it in Prodigy. We've
Yeah, it
had
was
Lower
amazing.
Decks refer to it several
Yeah.
times.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys,
I
we're
do
getting a
wanna
notice
see
from
more.
YouTube. It says no more giggling. Sorry, I guess we met our quota. So you can
Yeah,
chortle.
YouTube and your
We're all-
rules.
We
We're
can
all
still
very
gargle
cheeky
chortle.
today.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Meow, 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 meow. You like this,
It's
YouTube?
doing-
Meow, meow, meow,
Meow,
meow.
meow,
I'm
meow.
angry. Meow, meow, meow. I won't giggle. Meh.
Or how about beep, 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 beep?
Yes.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, whoops.
Beep.
What does a chortle sound like? I think it's a combo of
Oh,
chuckle and snort, right? Like a.
Sounds almost like Beavis.
It requires
Yeah.
like pulling your neck back into your yeah.
oh my gosh.
Wow.
So anyway, the point I'm pretty sure that the point that Shar was trying to make was that up next later
point?
in February, experience the unconventional voyage, which is February 22nd through 29th. It's the Star Trek cruise. It's insane. Oh, that was Denise Crosby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pure bedlam. If you want to just hang out with a bunch of Star Trek actors
No.
for 7 days on a giant boat and go nuts, then this is
Nice.
probably for you.
That's wild.
Is that a giant Horgon?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Oh my god.
Hey, there's Muhammad Noor.
Yeah.
There's some Muhammad.
Nice.
You see that?
Yay.
Woo! Circle
Wow.
gets a
Fun.
square.
It's so much fun though. It's definitely an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine.
Okay.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
gonna be a lot of
One of
fun.
these
They got a
days.
ton of guests too. That one's cool if you like to just be up close and personal with, a dozen or 2 dozen Star Trek actors and just see them over and over again and really get to know them, right? It's a little more
Mhm.
intimate in that regard.
That's cool.
I don't think anything will get more intimate than my experience with Marina Sirtis in the bathroom in Chicago. It was great.
Oh no. Oh
Could
no.
we
It was actually
not-
magnificent.
Are we gonna get in trouble with YouTube?
Oh
No.
no.
We were
Probably.
just taking paper towels from each other. It was great. But
Okay.
I didn't
Nice.
even look up. I'm just like, this stupid paper towel thing. And she's like, you can have some of mine. I was like, holy. I'm just a kid at this point. I'm just like,
Mm,
it's just like,
that's so
you have
nice.
to give it back though. I was like, oh, okay.
Ew.
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
So that is a
Aw.
lot more PG than I was thinking.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
really
got nothing on
is.
squirt.
Exactly. That's
Buddy.
the word that popped
Sorry.
into my head too.
we have a giggle quota. There has to be a squirt quota too. Like, we've exceeded
Well, look,
I feel like
yeah.
we may have exceeded it. I feel like
We
squirt has
exceeded
been
both.
said a lot of times tonight.
it. All of a sudden, the
YouTube
Squirtle
hates
Squad
us.
shows up.
To say squirt.
I don't know. Our numbers are going up, so whatever.
Take that, algorithm.
Right now, there's a few people who are like, this is not at all what I expected it was going to be when I first heard that.
But it's more
boring.
fun, right?
They're talking about
Oh
a
my
dumb
God.
soda.
That's right. We are
So
Oh
up
my.
next, you guys, this is going to be super exciting. I'm really, really, really excited about this. So go over to creationent.com. That's creationent.com. Then you can come up here to upcoming events, go to conventions. This is how I like to do it. And then check this out right here, STSF. Wait a second, Creation's doing another Star Trek type convention?
Yay.
I thought they stopped.
Yo.
I thought it was just this 58-year mission here in Las Vegas. This is Trek San Francisco. Trek
Oh,
to San Francisco.
The AI art just kills me.
Good color, though.
Yeah, it is good color.
It is
And
pretty.
check this out. This is where it gets crazy. Look at all of these guests. We love Bonnie, Brent. He's a troublemaker. He's
Yeah.
Casey Biggs, amazing man. Look at the gorgeous
Look at that
Sirach
troublemaker.
Lofton. Yeah. Connor Trenier. His character
Hmm.
died, didn't it?
No.
Allegedly.
There's still some movies that we can sort it out in.
Mhm.
Exactly.
We've got Captain Freeman herself, Dawn Lewis. We've got
Ooh.
Ethan Phillips. That guy tells the craziest jokes.
Oh
Hopefully
my
he'll do some
gosh.
stand-up.
Oh,
Ethan
yeah.
Peck
wait.
with a saucy voice.
Yes.
We've got Dominic Keating. I'll be there too, folks. Don't miss it. You,
Yay.
me, and my ponytail. Let's do it, baby.
That was a good
Oh, yeah.
impression.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
We've
Gotta
got
add a little,
Rutherford.
God bless.
Yes.
God bless. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Gates McFadden, Jeffrey Combs.
Oh.
He'll be playing all of them.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. For
Jerry
sure.
Ryan, of course, John
Award
Delancey,
winner.
Jonathan
Mhm.
Del Arco.
Nice.
We've got Larry Nemechek, who's going to teach us stuff. Max Gredenchik, who's going to
Hey.
be
Father-in-law.
very nice. Melissa Navia.
Okay.
I always say Melissa now.
Melissa
I-
Navia.
You know, it's nice that it's going the other way now.
Yeah.
I
because
know. You trained us.
Yeah. How many times have you been called Melissa?
too many to count.
Exactly.
We're
If
just
I
Yeah.
trying to
had
bring
a
the energy
nickel
back
for
to the
every
universe.
time,
Time
I
to
would
level it
be
out.
rich.
This is a really cool row, too. Look at this.
Yeah.
Michelle
Oh,
Hurd,
yeah.
that's Rafi.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Tawny
my heart.
Newsome, of course. You know her from Lower Decks, but she's also in the writer's room for I wonder for
Starfleet
Starfleet
Academy.
Academy. I wonder if she could give us a couple tidbits at
Ooh.
STSF
I don't
in a couple of
know.
months. And Robert Picardo, who feels Melissa's pain, he's like, they always call me Robert. That's his.
Sure we do.
And Terry Metalis is going to be there to talk about whatever he's planning. And Vaughn Armstrong, who's played almost as many characters as Jeff Combs, actually.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second only to.
Mhm.
He's
You guys should definitely
amazing.
check out Terry's table because he has like all this fun like stuff. You can get scripts
Mhm.
from like Picard. It's
Yeah.
really awesome.
Nice.
So everybody, final thing on that, March 8th through 10th, 2024 at the Hyatt Regency SFO Hotel. So you could fly in and practically jog over to this thing. It's super quick. It's right next to it. It's just south of San Francisco. It's beautiful, overlooking the bay. And go to creationent.com, get your tickets, get your hotel, and get your fun on. I almost said something other than fun, but we can't do that anymore.
Look, you do what you want to do during the convention, Ryan.
Yeah.
No,
There
well,
weren't
because
any
you guys keep
pineapples on
talking
that
about that
graphic.
darn soda. And
Brr.
so
Like I said, you do what you want to do.
it's actually really good. Those of you that drank it, right? It's good. It's refreshing.
great.
It's like Mountain
It's
Dewish.
good. Yeah, but not so
Citrusy.
not yeah. I was gonna say not as chemically as Mountain Dew.
Mhm.
No.
I wonder if it's like Five Alive.
Hmm.
Not quite,
Less
no.
citrus.
A little less
Like
than that.
Short
Yeah, a little more
Circuit?
Yeah.
singular. Grapefruit.
Is that from Short Circuit?
No, it's Johnny Five. No, Five Alive is
Johnny
a
Five.
particular fizzy another fizzy fruit drink.
Yeah, no, I think Five Alive has much more going on.
It has
than
like
just-
oranges and lemons and grapefruits. And,
Yeah, hence
yeah,
five.
It has 5. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I can see that.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. We are almost out of here. So let's talk about this week very quickly on the Falling Tower YouTube channel. Right now, we've got our full review released of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. It's some new like Godzilla series. It's really cool, really crazy. That no spoilers though. Who knows if we liked it? Muhammad Noor and I and our very special guest Josh Sussman of Glee reviewed it and had a great time because Josh is always tons of fun and hilarious. Then on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released a Throwback Thursday with Robert Hewitt Wolf talking about Deep Space Nine and Paradise Lost, if you remember that fun episode. So check
Cool.
that out. Then Saturday, of course, Trek Talks, go nuts, get your prune juice on and drink that up and watch Trek Talks. And then on Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we've got The Next Generation Season 3, Episode 4, Who Watches the Watcher? Remember that one?
Ooh, nice. That's one of my favorites.
Really?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Who watches
I like that
the
one too.
Watcher? Which one is it? Refresh our memory.
The Mintakins.
Yes.
Yeah, Starfleet's watching them and they blow their cover and it's great.
Screw up
Nailed
First
it.
Contact, and they think Picard's a god, and it's
Yep.
so good.
Yeah.
The Picard, that's right.
Picard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Picard with the primitive Vulcans, right? They're
Yeah.
a primitive version of Vulcans.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a primitive
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Funnily
You're
enough,
blended
Troy's
all
one
right.
of the big players.
Yes. And
Yeah, she
am I
is.
crazy, or is the daughter in that name Soji?
No.
No.
It's Nuria. Right?
No,
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 that's the
no.
leader.
Nuria's the
Noria
old-
was the adult. It's
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. It's similar to
Soji.
Soji,
Yeah.
like Soki
Taki?
or
Soji.
It's
Something like that. It's been a while since I've
it's similar.
watched it.
Yeah.
It's Soji. Come on.
It's not. It's no.
it's
It's
close
not
to
Soji.
Soji because I was thinking that too when we
Because I can
watched
hear him
it.
saying it. I can hear her dad saying it.
It's Soki.
Soji.
Or Who?
She has to go to the sundial
It's-
and
Ko-
Kojak.
It's OG.
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 Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Oh.
Okay.
It's
Like
So
OG
one letter off.
Ananobi, the basketball
it.
player everybody knows. OG
Yeah.
Ananobi.
Yeah.
Anyway, on
Amazing.
Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, check it out. We've got, to celebrate 5 years of the Seventh Rule, 5-year anniversary, we've got our mailbag episode. Myself, Sirach Lofton, Denise Crosby, Melissa Longo. We answer all your questions. And by all, I mean some. We ran out of time. But there were great questions. And then we turned it around on the free-for-all and we asked them questions.
Ooh,
They
this is
panicked.
awesome.
Watching the
Good.
fear in the eyes was really fun.
Ew, you're a sadist. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And then on Tuesday, everybody come right back to this channel, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Virtual TrekCons, the main viewer, all the news of the week. It's nuts. It's going to be amazing. What a crazy week. Melissa Longo, can you tell everybody where they can find you and your wares online, please?
Mhm. On social media at Melissa, Malissa Longo, and at the introvertedrepublic.com. There's some new stuff coming. I have a new line that is going to drop anytime. It's called Sweathead. So
Oh, yay!
so stay tuned. And also at Walking Art Made by Melissa on Patreon. Mid-chapter writing at the moment. So
Well, you, Charlene Schmidt.
Well, you know what? Not that long ago, I ordered a shop or a shirt from the I lost my ability to talk. Okay, it's time to quit.
It's Friday.
Oh
Whatever.
my god. I ordered a shirt from the Introverted Republic, and I can't wait to wear it next week and show it off. So
Nailed it.
how about that?
Can't
Now,
wait,
granted,
can't
it's not
wait.
one of the new
Yeah.
ones, but it's a classic that I've wanted for a very long time.
Awesome.
And you can find my stuff. I'm Oh the Profanity on social channels, and if you want to buy some soap, go to boldbubbles.com. That's where I do my Trek inspired designs.
Mhm.
I love
Whoa,
that.
do you have anything new?
Hello.
I want to
Gee,
eat them.
I do I? Yes, as a matter of fact, Ryan, I
Oh
do.
my God.
With many more to come. I'm starting to restock, but the newest thing that you can get right now is Sumerian Sunset, which you all probably, if you follow me on social media, help me name.
Mhm.
Picard and Riker are both in stock, and coming soon are Jet Reno, a restock of Coffee Nebula, and Dal. I just finished a design
Ooh.
for Dal from
Nice.
Prodigy.
Nice.
I
And I
want
have to-
Jet Reno to be duct tape color.
and smell like
I-
licorice.
Nice.
Oh,
Guess
yeah.
what, Melissa?
Mm.
She does.
What?
Yes.
So
Now,
we're
she's
gonna be
prettier than duct
soiling
tape.
our pits with black licorice flavor.
That's right.
Amazing.
Now, I
Way to
understand
ruin
this is
your
gonna
social
be-
life.
This is going to be like a real love it or hate it thing. I get it, but like I had to do it just kind of for the novelty of it all, just to see what you all would do.
Mhm. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I
So-
made a batch of six, just to see if they would sell at all.
Mhm.
You all get
Is
to tell me
soap
what you want.
toxic to eat,
That's fantastic.
No. I mean, you shouldn't put soap in your mouth unless you've been really naughty. Have you been naughty?
Well,
though? Not
yes,
at all,
that
but I'm
squirt a
afraid that if I
lot.
Squirt, like,
buy that,
500
I'll
times.
want to eat it.
No. Like, but I mean, it does smell like black licorice for sure.
Oh
But
my
it's actually,
God.
it's a very cute. It's the disco blue and gold, and then I've got Starfleet
Oh.
Deltas on top.
Nice.
Amazing.
And one more act of shameless self promotion. If you subscribe to my newsletter, you'll get a sneak peek on that real soon.
Ooh.
Is your newsletter Scratch and Sniff?
I wish.
Can you imagine?
That would be
Yes.
so
That would help me so
cool.
much.
Yeah,
I'd
it
sell
really
so
would,
much more
wouldn't it?
soap over the internet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's
All
something
right.
that I wish.
Mhm.
All right, Katie, you're up next. If Katie were a
Yes.
soap, what would she be, like snow flavor?
Ooh.
Oh,
A
I'd
wintry.
probably just be toast.
Oh.
I don't know.
You know what, Katie? I have seen a fragrance for fresh baked bread. Is that close?
Ooh.
Yum.
I dig that.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm a
That's
fresh
good
baked,
stuff.
baked bread kind of gal.
Mm.
Yeah.
Where can
and-
people find you, Katie? You were
Well,
doing
you
some really
can
cool
find-
stuff about snow and like shadows and stuff today.
Yes, yeah, there's giant like snowflakes, and it's bigger than a cornflake. It's really impressive how
Oh, I
big
love
they've
those.
gotten. So
That's awesome.
it's fun. Yeah, if you want to see any of that, you can just follow me at weather_Katie. I'm on all the social medias and so many random fandoms on YouTube.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna be
yourself?
outside for like 12 hours today. It's great. Starting now, I'm not gonna sleep. I'm just gonna go outside.
Yourself, Jenny R. Johnson, on the spinny
Well.
stool.
I really like this. Yeah, right, me. I am on all of the social medias at Jenny R. Johnson Art, but on Twitter I am just Jenny R. Johnson because they only have enough letters for that. So that's me. But you can also find my shop and my website with all like stuff, pictures, whatever. Not oh geez, no, like art pictures. Anyway, at jennyrjohnson.com.
You have the most Italian hands when you talk.
I know.
Yo.
It's amazing.
My name is Ryan T. Husk, everybody, and you can find me on what is it? Twitter still. It's twitter.com
Yeah,
at
Twitter.
Ryan TG Husk. Once again, that's at Ryan TG Husk, or just virtual TrekCon, Falling Tower, or the Seventh Rule. Wherever you find social medias, but especially right here on YouTube. YouTube.
Yay. In the house.
YouTube.
In the
Happy
house.
dance.
Do the happy
Woo.
Happy dance.
Woohoo. It's
Not sure
Friday.
what to
The
make of this.
YouTube
Friday.
dance is the new thing.
On YouTube. All right. Well,
Oh man.
I guess that's it.
Oh,
Thanks very
man.
much, Dave Gregory, Bob D, Linda Anderegg, Katie, War Dogheim. I bet he's probably getting some snow right now too. Robert Kaiser might be out in Austria getting some snow there. Faith Howell, who's been saying some mean things in the live chat. Dave Schroeder, or Schrader, I'm not quite sure which. Glenn Iverson and Lane Page, Just Rosie, Portia, May Borello. Oh, May Borello, I know we're seeing you at STSF. You practically live there. You're like in San Jose or
Yes.
something.
That's awesome.
Hooray, hooray.
That's gonna be
We
fun.
love May.
Galenda, Chris Marshall, thank you all. Josh M. Patton out in Pittsburgh. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. And hey, have a snowy, chill weekend.
Unless you're in SoCal.
Yeah, it's